Hello and welcome to episode 8 of my Kubifaktorium tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on harvesting wheat, making a wheat farm, then building a table and increasing the social need for our colonists. Before all of that though, we'll start by harvesting chests and seeing what items we get out of them. So let's click the play. So let's first just harvest this chest. And we'll see what we get. So we got rock. Speed this up. We got logs. Oh, look at that. See, this is what I'm talking about. We got our first tool, a stone shovel. Stone shovels are used for workers on the farm. So one of the farmers will grab that shovel. I have noticed though, in order for your colonists to use the tools and weapons, you have to first put them in a stockpile. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put that shovel, stone shovel, in a stockpile. The stockpile can go just here. Why not? There we go. And let's choose. Bear in mind, if I click on that, it just says stone shovel. But shovels come in 3 flavours: poor, normal, and excellent. So therefore, this is a poor shovel. I want to make sure that this is set to for the stockpile to poor. Otherwise, let's show you. If I click on the excellent and speed it up, no one's going to touch that shovel. You might be playing a game and you've got all shovels lying around and you're thinking, why aren't they putting my colonists putting the shovels in the stockpile? Because you ain't got the right one selected. So we deselect that and do poor. Now watch, bang, straight away, straight in there. Now them shovels can be equipped. Watch them get snapped up by our farmers in the community, because they won't have any tools yet. So let's see if we can find a farmer. He's not a farmer. That's not a farmer. That's the farm one. Have I even got any farmers? I'm sure I have. They're gathering food. I find it's much easier if you're trying to find a colonist. You can either go through the colony management. So at a glance now, this is our first look at this actually, so this is cool. Right, so this is the colonist management. We're looking for a farmer. So I've got 2 farmers, Bernwald and Daglind. They're both farmers, so they're going to want them 2 shovels, 1 each. If I left click on the name, it'll take me to that person. How cool. And let's click on speed it up. No tool equipped, so we're going to watch and see if he has the good sense to go and grab one of them shovels. Okay, well maybe it'll take a while for them to do that, and as I've not got to the things that this episode are listed for, well, I've done the chest. Right, okay, time to move on. Let's do the next thing that I wanted to show, which is the wheat. So before we harvest the wheat, let's make a stockpile for it, and the stockpile will go nicely just here. You're going to use a lot of wheat, so I'm going to make this a big stockpile. Trust me, you use wheat for a lot of things. And there's the wheat. Okay, now what I want to do, I'm going to harvest, so click your harvest mining and then alt click, harvest it all. basic barn. So acquiring the wheat, which I've just done, now has unlocked the basic barn. That's why I stopped from being speeded up. Oh right, well we've completed this island, but I wanted to show that we can do resume playing, and also we can raise target. Cool. I want to talk about both of them because they're important for you to. So let's resume playing. Right, okay, so we'll do the wheat farm first of all. I'm hoping it will let us. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Let's speed it up. Now with a wheat farm, you can only build a wheat farm on this terrain, which is, well, it'd be easier if I just find the wheat. Okay, does it talk about wheat as a crop that can be used in blah blah blah. Okay, let's go to the, if we click that, product encyclopedia, do wheat. Oh, here we go, that's what I was looking for. So it only grows on desert oasis and dry grassland. So we can't use this land, that's this, like this colour of green. Can't use that, we have to use this terrain. So let's go to farm, and I want to select it all because it's precious, don't have much. And then we need to click the farm and we tell it wheat. There we go, we're now going to grow wheat. It has to be on that terrain. Notice it's not going to use this bit of the terrain, at least I don't think it will. Let's see. Maybe because we was able to build the farm on it, it will use them all, although I doubt it. We're probably only going to notice it growing on this dried oasis. Oh, why you pause? Yeah, so they're not using this. It's not suitable terrain. If we click on it, tell us. And there we go. So we now got wheat production up and running. Right, next we want to do the social for the colonists. Let's slow it down. In fact, let's pause it. It's difficult to select them otherwise. That is very difficult when they're over a stockpile or farm to select them. Let's just go to colony management, click on Burwell, there we go. Right, okay, so looking at this now, if we go to the end here with the speech bubble, it says social. Colonists need social interaction with others to thrive. Providing social interaction will make them more happy and productive. So we definitely need to sort that out. How do we sort it out? We build a table, of course. If you've selected a colonist and it's following them around the screen, you can stop it following just by using one of the arrow keys or the WASD keys, directional keys. That stops you following. Right, to build the table, we're going to go to construct, and we're going to go to houses, and then table. Right, to make a table, we need 2 wooden boards, so we're going to have to make a basic workplace. Under recommendations, it's saying we need to build one, so let's left click it, and notice it will then bring up the building for us. I think that's very, very cool where it does that. Right, now let's put it, I'm going to put this, I'm going to need a stockpile with it, so let's put it there, and let's put the stockpile just behind it. Now look what happens with weeds in the way. I don't know if it's going to do the stockpile over the weed. Yeah, it does. So weeds don't get in the way, but bushes and trees and flowers will. But weeds, you can just put your stockpile over it. Right, let's select this, and we want to make wooden boards, and then we're going to select this stockpile. And there we go, wooden boards. Right, in here, as well as being able to make the wooden boards, you can make stone blocks, stone blanks, stone hammer, and so it goes on to making the tools. You can see, and you can make swords. So before we get into any combat, we will be making swords and equipping all of our colonists with them. But that's another episode, and that'll be a good one. Okay, so we're waiting for the 2 planks that we need to make the table. Let's speed it up. Right, there's one. Actually, yeah, once I've done this, then I'm going to leave the island. Right, we've got the 2 of them, so we'll do this table. And I like to usually put the table right in the centre of my colony, although as it's getting sprawling, I'll have to just make do with here. Click that down. Right, now what I want to do is, if we select a colonist, bird walled again, and let's watch his, see if he tries to go for his social skill. Here you go, right, so he sat down, they're having a chat now with other colonists, and there you go, bang, look at that, 99 it's up to. That's how you can do the social. So he's homeless, poor beggar, and there's no decorations. They're 2 things we'll remedy in the future. Let's leave this island. Don't know how we're doing. I'll leave this island. There we go. We've met the objectives. Actually, I was going to... I'm too hasty. We're not leaving yet. I wanted to show raising the targets. Now, you may have or may not watched a previous episode when I mentioned about the longer you stay on an island and build up resources, you can take all the resources that you manage to get with you to the next islands, thereby making the need to gather resources from them further islands less, and also giving you resources to make sure that you have a good start. So I'm going to click the raise target. Raising the inventory target for this island will decrease the goods you will need to produce on other islands. You see what I just said? Note, you can leave this island at any time, even if you haven't met the raised target. Inventory target, amount of goods you need to produce on each island, which is this up here. So we currently met it. Watch what happens when I raise the target. Bang. So now it wants another 65 boards. So I need to now do 65 boards, which is good because you need lots of boards, and so it means we'll start the next island with plenty of boards. So maybe I should have made this stockpile a bit more bigger. Easily remedied. Let's just select that and do that. And what we can do, he's sending to there, but we can also click there, so we'll fill both up. Isn't that cool? Right, let's see if we can achieve this target before the timer goes. That is my personal target. As a colony though, we're looking good. Look at that. Loads of water, loads of food. Colonists are moving very quickly, not just because I've speeded it up, but because nearly all of their needs are met, except for housing. How are we doing? Ah, right, look, there's a warning. Let's take a look. So, the wheat farm. Something has gone awry. Let's click on it. No pun intended, by the way. Oh, I need to do the stockpile again. See, be aware of that. You might need to do it a couple of times. Oh, also, let's gather the rest of these chests. See what items we get from them. Maybe we'll get something new. Oh, what's that? Wool. We'll get to wool eventually. Oh, lunchbox. There's my first lunchbox. A complete meal made of wheat mush and a few vegetables. Yum yum. So you get rare items, you see. Although these aren't terribly rare. They're certainly ahead of our manufacturing level lunchbox. What's that, a pickaxe? Yeah, a stone pickaxe. And some milk. So always worth mining these. Stone pickaxe, do I have... I don't have a stockpile for that yet, so let's do one for this stone pickaxe. It doesn't have to be terribly big. There we go. That can be 4. And again, remember there's 3 qualities of stone pickaxe. You're only going to find poor ones, so let's set that to poor. There we go. And now put that in the stockpile. There we go. And the pickaxes is used for all of the resource gatherers. Mining rocks, trees and mountains. So it's used for all of that. All that good stuff. Actually, I may as well unlock the rest of this island, because look, there's some castaways up there. Yeah, I don't think the target's going to be done in this episode, but let's now keep going with this. So I want to clone bonfire. And let's get the rest of these strawberry bushes and rocks. There we go, we expanded. Let's mine up these resources. And I think that's clay on the beach. Oh no, small rocks. It's not really a resource. And we're going to do another bonfire. Yeah, so by raising the target, it just means now I'm going to have tons more wooden boards for the next island. And as you need... Oh yeah, see look, just got recruited all of them castaways. Yeah, so and then you're going to need lots of wooden boards. So while we're on an easy island, it's nice to make sure we go to the next island with a ton more wooden boards, because we'd have only had a couple, if that. Right, let's finish off blaming this island. Torches are something nice that you can build, because not only do they give light source, they also give your colonists a bit of happiness, as in decoration or comfort, but they do give happiness. To make the torches, you see them listed under under construct, and then housing. There, see look, decoration value 0.5, so it gives them a bit of happiness. And they're only 2 wooden logs, so let's put a couple down. And it shows you the radius by the shade. I tend to like to put them away from my campfires, although I've got this pretty much covered, this whole settlement. Let's just put one there. one there. Oh, there's the timer. Yeah, torches, great way to light up the area. Right, that's all the island claimed. That's the timer gone. Time to leave this island. But I'll do that in the next episode, and then we can have a look at the next island. I hope that you're enjoying the series. We've still got so many things to go over and in detail. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.